you don't have a helper to hold this hood release while you're opening the hood, you can use a screwdriver, piece of wood, anything just to hold this up, and that will allow you to go to the front of the car and open the hood. Now, originally I thought it was the cable that was broke or became disconnected, but that's not the case. You can see this spring has deteriorated over time and it broke. So the cable's fine. It's just when you pull the hood release, there's no spring here to release the hood latch. So what I'm going to do is replace the hood latch itself. Before you start removing the hood latch, just come back if you use something to prop this hood release open and take it off. This is the new hood latch I bought. The vehicle is a 2004 Nissan Sentra. I got this on Amazon for $21, and the old hood latch is being held in by just 3 bolts. The 3 bolts are 12 millimeter. Just make a note, the bolt has 2 washers, so you want to take care in taking those off. Just put them off to the side because you're going to have to reuse them to put the new hood latch on. Okay, that's the second bolt. And that's the third bolt. Now, as you're taking this out, the cable is still attached, obviously, to the old hood latch. It sits right in here in this groove. There's like a rubber grommet that sits on either side of that groove, and then the cable continues through this little latch hook, and then there's that knob at the very end of the cable. So we're just going to take that cable off the old hood latch. If you take the knob off first, the knob end, you just pull this up and it will pop out. This area here where the grommet is, this is so old and dried out. I'm just going to spray it down with a little WD-40 just to make getting it off a little bit easier. Once you spray it down with WD-40, you can just take a flathead screwdriver and just pry up that grommet. And it will come right out. Then you can see this old hood latch is pretty stanky. A lot of rust on it, and good to replace it. Now it's time to reconnect the cable to the new hood latch. It's better if you do this before you actually bolt it on. That spring is here now, so your visibility to see where you're putting it is hampered. So it's easier if you put it on now. What I did, I hooked the knob onto the hood latch first, and then I'm going to take the grommet. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. If you just pinch down on the grommet and sit that in the recess where it goes, then just take the nub of the end of the cable and just tuck it under that latch that it hooks in. right here by my finger. And that's all secure. So now we're ready to bolt it back on. Just finger tighten each bolt as far as you can get it. Once you finger tighten all 3 bolts, just get your 12mm socket and just tighten them all down with the socket and ratchet. Just make sure they're snug. Okay. Now we're going to close the hood and test out the hood release inside and make sure our new hood latch releases and we can open our vehicle. Close the hood. Release the hood latch, or I'm sorry, the hood release in the engine cabin. Music to my ears, I heard that click. And there you go, it released the way it was supposed to. So this was a quick fix. Just think, this part cost me $21. If you went to a shop, a repair shop to have this done, they would have charged you at least 3 times that amount, so say 65 bucks. Plus the labor to install it, they probably would charge you anywhere from 75 to 100 bucks. Plus tax, so you probably saved yourself at least $175 by doing this yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back. I give you a thumbs up. If you'd like, give me a thumbs up if this helped you. Consider subscribing, and there's a bell icon in the upper right corner. If you click on that, I release videos every Friday, and if you click on that bell, you'll be notified when I release them. Thanks a lot, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.